This was peak. Seeing Invincible choke Conquest while Conquest was literally pulling out his intestines was something I did not expect. This episode did not hold back. The slow pass before that actually made it better. All the Nolan Debbie Mark moments, the awkward calm, the conversations, they gave the episode room to breathe before it went insane. This is exactly what we expect from an Invincible episode, a perfect blend of violence and emotions. Still, there is a lot to talk about in this episode, so let's get started. So, the first half of the episode was centered around Omni-Man. We saw him interact with Mark, who didn't forgive him but he still decided to join the coalition. Because he understands the Viltrumites are a serious threat and they will eventually head to Earth. Then Omni-Man decided to talk to Debbie because he wanted to apologize to her. In the beginning, she gave him the silent treatment and later yelled at him and basically told him to F off. One of the lines that I really liked was, "If I was supposed to change you, I failed." Then Omni-Man went out to meet Art, the guy who designs everybody's costumes. Art only humored Omni-Man because he knew he'd die otherwise. He later also refused to make a new outfit for Omni-Man because he only makes costumes for heroes. Interestingly, Omni-Man did not meet Oliver, probably the only person in the Earth who wanted to meet him. Also, Mark and Debbie did not want Oliver to join the coalition. Oliver convinced Mark and Debbie to join the coalition. His line that really stuck out to me was, "I wasn't there for my other mom, so I'm gonna save this one. And you can't stop me." This was all good stuff. Alan hired Tech Jacket, who has a great relationship with her father and is basically the polar opposite of Mark. Apparently, they also gender swapped her. The Tech Jacket in the comics is a guy. Then we saw all of the recruits board the spaceship, where Omni-Man and Oliver finally got to meet. We find that Omni-Man didn't want to meet Oliver because he wanted to spare him the pain of meeting with his genocidal father. We also found that Oliver is not upset only because Omni-Man didn't meet him. There is also something a bit deeper going on. And then we saw all the characters settle down in the ship, which was before they got attacked by 3 Viltrumites. Oliver decided to take on Conquest first, and he managed to land a few hits before he got manhandled by him. For the most of the fight, Tat Jacket and Oliver were overpowered by their enemies, and Omni-Man, Alan, and Mark had to constantly look over them. Later, Omni-Man sent Oliver to a nearby planet so he could catch his breath, and Conquest, being the sick freak he is, decided to follow Oliver so he could end him there. So Mark also had to follow Conquest to the planet. And during this fight, we can see that Mark has really gotten stronger over the year, being able to almost match up to Conquest in most cases. And the final seed of the fight, man. Mark was choking Conquest and we could basically see his face turn blue, which Conquest decided to impale Mark with his hand on the stomach, and he started pulling out his intestines. And this scene has too much gore for me, man. I had to look away. And when I looked back, he was still pulling out stuff. If there is one thing I learned from this episode, it's that Mark has a lot of blood. By the end of the fight, both of the Viltrums were unconscious, so we can probably assume Conquest is dead. If he's not, I think Nolan would kill him right away. And if Mark wasn't the main character, I would have thought he's dead as well. Overall, this episode was insane, and I loved every second of it. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. For now, I just want to see what the community thought about this episode. And also the memes. Best comeback of all time. So Herm had 6.8 stars and gives the moment as 9.8. I mean, the episode was almost perfect. The thing with Herm is that it disappointed a lot of fans. They just wanted to see the plot progress, I guess. In my opinion, Herm is placed perfectly. It is exactly what Mark and the show needed before going into this episode. Well, I don't know about the show, but Mark definitely needed Herm. At least Pro got an easy win. Conquest so strong that it boosts the rating of every episode he's in. Conquest is so powerful that he can summon the entire animation budget whenever he's on the screen. Yes, but Conquest is also a weirdo. Well, Thrag get us that 9.9 though. Well, that depends. Because what exactly is missing in this episode that it got 9.8? instead of 9.9 or 10. This woman is so goated. I loved her so much. Another W for the writers. Yes, Invincible fans do adore Debbie. And I forgot to mention the voice acting in her scene was absolutely immaculate. I almost cried watching that scene. I thought it was done beautifully. I'm seriously impressed. The relationship has become one of my favorite parts of the show now. I did cry. The anger in her voice. Punching him even though she knew it wouldn't damage him. But I'd say it hurt him. She isn't afraid of him. Yes, I think of all the humans, Debbie is the only one who's not afraid of Omni-Man. The shot of him looking down at her blood on his suit really caught me. It's like season 4 is connecting back to season 1, where Nolan having blood on his suit was such a significant thing. The Guardians, Donald, Immortal, Mark, now Debbie. God bless Zoe Thompson. Thank you, Robert Kirkman. She is my favorite character. I also like the little bonding moment that Gen Z kids, the Gen Alpha kids had. Same way in the Latin dub. Oh, that's impressive. It's so funny, but at the same time, so awesome that this ball of sunshine left one of the variants like this. Family Guy is such a meme show. After so many years of people hyping up Zack, I must admit I was a bit miffed when I heard about the gender swap. But man, Zoe delivered and then some. I absolutely loved her personality. She's a great addition to the cast. Can't wait to see more of her. We are going to see more of her because her and Adam are trapped in the Wilton ship. I wonder how they're going to get out. The guy who fought alongside Lucan looked like Conquest's brother. What's his name? Sidequest? He gave Alan a hard time too. His name is officially Sidequest now. It's funny because this guy appears for a panel and lots of people wondered if he was young Conquest. He has the similar face and a receding hairline, so I guess that's fair. That's Conquest. Now who is that toast? And this guy looks hella tough. Does look strong though. Has that evil father energy as well. Thought it was Danny Trejo. Grad. It given in the subs, but Sidequest is funnier. Seeing Mark this confident and composed was satisfying. SF. You cannot tell me your deepest feelings again? To which Conquest said, I told you that in confidence. I loved how genuinely hurt he'd sound when he said, that was in confidence. It gave me a good chuckle despite knowing where this was going. He wasn't messing around this time. Conquest almost killed his brother and the love of his life. It was on sight this time. Love to say it too. I mean, yeah, he did not hold back this time. And yes, this frame. Definitely the thumbnail of this video. The fact that he killed Conquest like alone. I almost thought this was a spoiler. But I guess he also assumes that Conquest died after that fight. It would have been completely justified to have a complete breakdown saying Conquest again. I was legitimately proud of Mark for having his moment and then going, oh, fuck that, fuck you. Yes, our boy was very composed when he saw Conquest. Imagine what he's going to do to Cecil when he finds out that he let Conquest live. Robert Kirkman says, Invincible Season 4 will feature the show's most brutal scene yet. It even gets us. We squirm while we're watching it too. That's when we know we've done a good job. So I'm not the only one who was overwhelmed by the gore. We missed to see if it stays the most brutal scene yet that Kirkman was hyping up. Yes. If there's anything worse they do this season, I'll be really impressed. I had to stop that scene midway though, because I was just waiting for Conquest to run out of gut and like rip out his stomach or something. I'm glad that didn't happen, but goddamn, that sound was haunting. 4 seasons in, and I still don't know his power. Yes, most of the Guardians do not get any screen time, huh? So far, I think Rudy is the only one who got a proper character arc. Him and Monster Girl, of course. If only. No comments, but nice. Okay, so this is it from me. If you guys made this far, thanks for hanging out. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.